Hi there, I hope you're good. Still connecting with our inner dragon. I want to talk about why the dragon within is shamed. The dragon within is shamed because we live in a world that works off a system of conformity. And in order to successfully get human beings to conform, you need to control. There needs to be some sort of control mechanism that's in place to ensure that the human is controllable. Your inner dragon is not a controllable being or entity or aspect of yourself. Your inner dragon is the will part of you that knows your self-worth, that loves you and knows that you deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. A part of conformity is accepting less than treatment and toe-cowering to systems that are not necessarily designed for your highest good. Your inner dragon exists for your highest good. Therefore, shaming the inner dragon becomes a mechanism to make sure that you do not step outside of the bounds and the lines of conformity. So, why is your inner dragon tamed or shamed? In essence, it's to make sure that you are controllable. It's to keep you a little bitch. It's to make sure that you are so ashamed of that aspect of yourself that you never let it rise so that you are controllable in the various contexts in which you exist. Just like you, if you want to control somebody, you do not want their inner dragon to be alive because that means that you cannot control them if they allow that part of themselves to exist. That is why the inner dragon is shamed. Shaming your inner dragon doesn't always look like what you think it would. Sometimes it can actually look like being happy all the time. Having this constant need to show up as a version of you that doesn't feel anger, that doesn't get angry or doesn't ever enforce boundaries is sometimes how a shamed inner dragon shows up. It's not always a conscious thing. It becomes a literal part of your personality to be ashamed of the aspects of you that believe in your self-respect, that do not tolerate crap from anybody, that show up in a manner that is worthy of the self-respect that you deserve. And what that can look like is being a happy-go-lucky person who tolerates everything from anybody at all times. That is also a big symptom of having an ashamed inner dragon. A disadvantage of having a shamed inner dragon is that you can fall into aspects of self-loathing because you don't believe that you are worthy of the respect that you desire from others because you don't give yourself that respect by shaming your inner dragon. So when you feel appropriate emotions of anger or rage or even grief and sadness at how someone is treating you, instead of addressing that within and then addressing it with that person and then showing up in a way that reinforces your worth in that context, you implode within. And that can lead to a deep sense of self-loathing where that becomes a chronic state of being. So a shamed inner dragon doesn't always look like shame. It can oftentimes show up as self-loathing, which you then project onto others who show up with their self-worth and self-respect intact. Being hypercritical of yourself and others is also a way in which a shamed inner dragon can manifest itself, because when you don't respect yourself, you spend most of your time feeling small and feeling unworthy. And when you are in that state chronically, you want to take a break from that by then criticizing others and making them feel small because of how you feel within yourself. That is what happens when you shame your inner dragon. Nobody benefits, especially you. It doesn't make you a nice person. It doesn't make you a good person. It definitely doesn't make you holy or set apart or worthy in some sort of spiritual way. It is actually disgusting. And it is a self-loathing way of showing up in your world and your reality. A better way is to learn how to integrate your inner dragon so that you are not ashamed of those aspects of yourself, but that you love them and you show up appropriately.